Wah! Big old Armageddon box. It is a heavy one. Naturally, the boxes for the new editions are always heavy because they're always packed full of really, really cool stuff. Yeah, really nice John Blanche inspired art. Let's crack this open, shall we? There's one. There's two. Anyway, Armageddon box, which contains, according to this, 61 Citadel miniatures. That's cool. Yeah. So let's crack this thing open, shall we? Come on. Come on. There we go. And there it is. The lid is off. Let's try and so obviously we have our bases. No one cares. They're bases. We have our... This will be our eradicators. And also our ancient, apparently. So that's interesting. We have the bike thing. The orc, is it war buggy? I think it's called. We have the weird boy. Goes together in much less pieces than I would have thought. So that's fun. As you can tell, I'm just picking things up as I see them. We have our HQs, so our war boss and our captain. So that's cool. They come connected on the same spring. However, this isn't mine. So I'm going to do that. So I can just give that to Sam. Oh, this is definitely orc. This is our banner knob. Yeah, I think this is our banner knob. Banner knob and something else. Banner knob and Pain Boy, I think. Very nice. Which makes me think. Again, much fewer pieces than I expected for the war boss, which not a bad thing. This will be the land speeder, the new and improved land speeder. Very big fan of that. Quite like, it's bigger than I thought it would be, actually. But I think that might be partly because I'm used to the old land speeders. Oh Christ. What's this? This will be Vanguard. Yeah, this is Vanguard, Librarian, and I think it's just the Vanguard and Librarian. I think. So another double sprue. For simplicity, I'll do that. This is our new push fit intercessors. They look quite nice. Come on. Ooh, you cheeky git. And ooh, this is a big old sprue. This will be our boys. And I think the Gretchen come on the same sprue. So yeah, big fan of this sprue. Good stuff. This is the, I want to say, big neck Dakar rig. Nice that it comes all on one sprue by the looks of things. And this will be our second lot of Orc boys. Good stuff. Yeah. Nice to see the Gretchen are up, you know, mostly just a put the head on type of job. We also have our bases for our big things. So one of these be for the land speeder, one of these for the Orc vehicle. I don't know why I can't remember it, but I can remember Big Mech Dakarid. So that's that's something, I guess. And then we have a secondary box, and interestingly, not in the secondary box, we have our sheet of transfers. I'll put that there. Put that there. I can breathe again. Because that box was... What's on this transfer sheet? It's Ultramarines, Blood Ravens, Salamanders, Blood Ravens, Blood Angels, not Blood Ravens, White Scars, Imperial Fists, not Imperial Fists, Crimson Fists. Already said White Scars, some general Imperial logos and stuff, and also on the Orc side we've got Bad Moons, Evil Sons, Goths. As nice as it is, kind of useless to me as a Space Wolves player. Anyway, we have our second box to open. Don't know how well that's going to show up on camera. Hopefully. Come on, please stream catch up. Yeah, so as you can see, we have the cards and the books. I will obviously be doing separate videos for everything. So first we have the Operation Imperator lore book. Just very quickly, this book is 114 pages long. nice hardback thing. We have our chunky assembly guide with the thing for deciding the fate of the Hive City on the back. I'm not going to show that off. I don't know if that QR code is unique. I don't imagine so. I think it's going to be a card. We have the very slight rulebook. We have our data cards, which I will go through in a more individual basis later. We have our chapter approved 2026-2027 cards. And we have the Dominatus mission deck. Don't know what I'm going to do with that now. That's the problem with this hobby. There's so much tact. Yeah. There's that, yep. Gonna need that shortly. We have our data cards. There we go. Got the word out eventually, making sure I'm not missing any chat. So, yeah. Plenty of stuff. Really nice sort of glossy texture cards. Yeah, I mean, they also have the faction logos on the back. Orcs, Space Marines. Yeah, really nice, actually. Most of the data sheets are going to be fairly self-explanatory. Most of the data sheets aren't really anything new. Though the data sheet for the Vanguard is changing, because obviously they're going from Firstborn to Primaris. So I think some things might change there. And I don't think they put that in the the what's it called? The app yet, the new data sheet. And then we have our new rulebook, which is 89 pages long. Bearing in mind the previous rulebooks have been in the region of high 200s to even 300 pages. So having a book that is just, I can just bung this in a bag and take it wherever I need. That's great. I love that. Kind of a bummer that this book is incomplete in many regards, unfortunately. The healing rules aren't in here. Mustering your army's not in here. I'm not even sure if it's got the new terrain footprint stuff, but I'll have to do a more in-depth look. But by the looks of things, that's not in here either. So yeah, that's interesting and a little bit odd and kind of a shame. And then we have our mission decks, which chapter approved. This will be for your, what's it called? Your words. Matched play games and tournament games. This will be where you get your primary and secondary missions. You know what? I am intrigued, so I will crack the deck open. So, get 6 terrain markers, which is nice. Oh, it's staple bound. I fully expected this just to be a little fold out leaflet. That's fun. So contents is your deployment deck of 6 cards, force disposition cards, 2 sets of 5 cards, primary mission deck 30 cards, secondary mission deck 18 attacker cards and 18 defender cards. So that is nice. If you're playing with someone, you don't need to worry about both players having a deck. Bit on force dispositions, taking hold on your missions. Victory points, so that's cool. Nice that they've got that. Oh, twists. Ah, yes, that thing that no one uses. I've got missions. Nope, this is deployments. Deployments. Secondary missions for defenders. Prize. Secure no man's land. Behind enemy lines. Assassination, and then beacon and flank. Deploy. Plunder. No prisoners. Okay, so and then we've got the force disposition stuff. Priority assets. What's this? Oh, primary mission action. Sabotage. Looking good. Big fan of these. The fact that they include this in the box now. They didn't for 8th and 9th edition. Even though, obviously, a lot of players need them. So the fact that they're included now in well, I guess these aren't starter boxes, they're launch boxes. But the fact that they're included now in the boxes is really, really nice. It could have been one of those things that they just went, nope, you're stuffed, you have to buy these yourself. And then this is the Dominatus deck, which is a sort of new approach to narrative games. So again, your tiny little leaflet. I'm not going to flip through this nearly as much because I keep forgetting, having to remind myself. I'm going to put this on camera again anyway. But yeah, basically, for those not aware, this is going to be how you do what used to be Crusades.